Headed to the airport. Mexico spring 2024 trip has begun. There's nobody in the back seat though.
Oh, look at it.
Got Dad here. I am headed to the airport, going on my diving trip. The rest of the family comes down in a week and we'll see them soon. So far it's a beautiful day in St. Louis. Supposed to rain a little bit this afternoon, but it's always sunny in Mexico. Let's go. All right, made it to the airport. Family's here. We should be boarding here in about 20 minutes or so, and then on our way to Mexico. Here we go. All right, we made it to sunny Mexico. All of our bags made it. We got an hour drive to the house, so we had to stop at 7-Eleven. Victoria beer. All right, we're in Mexico. So this is the place we're staying at. Come on inside, I'll give you a little walkthrough. There's Doug.
Our crib.
So a nice little foyer here as you come in. There's upstairs. There is a half bath right here off the common area. And then over here, we got a bedroom on the ground floor. King bed. It's got its own tub, shower, sink, full bathroom. Plenty of room. Over here, we've got a nice little sitting area. Plenty of room for gear to be everywhere. This is usually where we hang out in the mornings and in the evenings when we're tired and don't want to go outside because it's too hot. This is the dining room table. However, it has become rebreather table. So this is where we generally build and tear down our rebreathers whenever it's necessary. This has become dinner table. So the first few nights we actually cooked dinner here. Tyler made some awesome burgers one night. Doug made some awesome chicken one night. I don't know what I've been doing. Cleaning up, I guess. But it's fully stocked kitchen. Like, it's got everything you need. Pantry with some assortments and storage light room in here with washer and dryer. Washer and dryer. So we'll probably be doing some laundry here soon. Water machine, cold, room temperature, and hot. They come and fill it like a couple times a week. Gas stove, gas oven, nice big full fridge. And then this is the outside. Take a step out there. Got a built-in grill. It's plumbed in, gas is plumbed in, so we use that for the chicken and the burgers. And then a little seating area outside. And this is the pool, the private pool. Nice little place to get your feet wet. Water fountain runs every once in a while. But right over there is a pool. And then there's tennis courts that way as well. There's a beach that way, which we'll go check out here in a few. But yeah, we usually just come home and leave our gear laying outside here to dry, and then take it in at night. Yeah, the kitchen's nice and big, microwave. Went to the grocery store a couple times. And then the other bedrooms are upstairs. So each room has its own air conditioning. So there's no central AC here, but every room has its own functioning AC, even the common rooms. So there's like a little reading nook area. You can look down and see the common area. Another bedroom up here. Okay, if I go in? So another full bathroom, full bedroom, king bed, bath, shower, everything you need. This one actually has a little porch out there overlooking the garden. And then there is another bedroom here. So 3 bedrooms total, all king beds, all full bathrooms, bath and showers. This one has a tub. So great place to dry gear out. And we have a cleaning lady that comes every day or two, makes our beds for us, and she always turns off our air conditioning. So we have to turn that back on. All right, so this is floor number 2. We can go up again to floor number 3. So we haven't really come up here too much. But it's an awesome little outside seating area. Little cabana, some hammocks. Neat little place to hang out. Lounge chairs. So right that way is the beach. It's about a 5-minute walk. We've got a little path. It'll take us right to it. So we left our place about 2 minutes ago. There's the beach. Let's go check it out. Everything's in English and Spanish. Ferry over to Cozumel. Cozumel's like right there. All right, end of day 1, Cave CCR crossover class. There's Roger. He's our instructor. We just finished up building our rebreathers and going through classroom stuff. It's a nice place he's got here. We've got, there's a classroom right over there, a pool if we need it, a garage here with nothing but scuba gear in it. So it's a nice little, nice place to come for training and for preparing your dive equipment. So tomorrow it sounds like we're going to hit up Mayan Blue and start the in-water portion of Cave CCR crossover. We're looking forward to it. So far it's been a beautiful sunny day in Mexico. We're getting ready to head back to the house in Playa now. So let's go get some dinner. We're hungry. All right, tomorrow we dive. This was our first day of in-water class, and our instructor was taking all the video for this, so everything he took was us messing up. So this was basically him showing my tank, my right tank dropping there a little bit. So the first dive, we're at Mayan Blue, and we were doing the Death Arrow tunnel, and it was my job to run the line. So this is me attempting to run the line downhill through a halocline while dealing with a rebreather and all the other fun things you have to deal with while diving. So it wasn't the cleanest tie off into the jump, but that's what we're here for. We're here to learn. So he took video of this, and we discussed ways to improve for the next time. Nonetheless, eventually got it tied in, and off we go. Next part here, I think he was just kind of showing my left tank was what everything should look like. See how it's nice, tucked up nice next to my Sidewinder canister. And here comes Doug, right behind me on cue. This is a pretty cave. Doug and I did this as part of our full cave class as well. So this one was a pretty bad one. I had clipped off my light, trying to shine it down, but I guess I clipped it to where it was shining directly behind me, blinding my buddy. So definitely improve that for later dives. So this one was part of, he was showing us the halocline and how there's ways to increase your visibility as you're going through it. Doug was leading and kicked it up pretty bad, so we couldn't really see. And here shows it even more. You can see me. I'm actually holding on to the line because I can at this point I can see nothing other than just a glow of a light and a little bit of the line in front of me. So it was just showing us, ways where he had perfect visibility. He could see everything that was going on. So we definitely improved that as class went on. Yeah, it's a good day of first day of diving. All right, here we are, last day of Cave CCR class, getting ready to do potentially a 3-hour dive, but the tanks have to go down there. So this is the last one. And off it goes. Pretty cool. So this was Cenote Takbiha, and this is just down in the cavern zone. As we go in, we're going to take the IMAX line, and then we're going to jump to the left, and then we're going to head to the right off of that jump. If we head to the left, it actually takes us back to Dos Ojos, which is a very popular cave for cavern dives, and it was actually the very first cavern dive I ever did. So after this dive was over, Roger and I went back and did that jump as well, and connected back onto the Dos Ojos line, just so I could kind of say that I came at it from the cave side, which is really cool. But Doug was leading this dive. He only had one jump to do, I believe, but we found a air pocket at the end of this dive, and it was about 48 minutes in, as you can see on my computer there. At this point, this is when we turned around. We came back out another 48 minutes, and then me and Roger did another, I don't know, 40 minutes or so back to the Dos Ojos Barbie line. Yeah, beautiful cave. We had to do a couple of drills, nothing crazy. Thanks, Roger. All right, so yesterday Doug and I finished KCCR class. We both passed, yay. So today is our first official day of fun diving. Our CCR dives, they were considered fun dives. My instructor said we were pretty well on point, so it was just a lot of just reviewing skills and have fun. Beautiful caves, nice long dives. Total runtime yesterday for me was just a little over 3 hours. So that was very much fun and enjoyable. So today we're out here with Tyler and Phil and me and Doug again, and we are doing Cenote Minotauro. So this was a vast cave that Doug and I did as part of a full cave course. So we're all setting up gear here, and let's go dive. Start of the video, this is Cenote Minotauro. This was the first cave that the four of us, or the three of us, were doing together. We had a dive guide, Phil Bunyard, local there, leading us on our dives. He's on the left there, Tyler's on the right. This is a cave I think we've all done this at least once before. But Tyler wanted to lead this dive, so we granted him that opportunity. So here he is tying in one of the jump lines for us. Since there was four of us, we decided to do this in 2 teams of 2. So Phil and Tyler were technically a team since they were both on open circuit, and Doug and I were a team since we were both on CCR. But if anything happened, we were all planning to exit together anyway. So we were sharing jump lines, but we were doing individual individual team cookies. So I was placing the cookies for our team. Here we are after that jump tie off, just going through some pretty neat formations. There's a few spots in this cave where it pinches down on you, but nothing too crazy. I did this cave actually at the end of the week, just me and Phil, and we hit a few spots that were quite a bit tighter. So it was a lot of fun seeing the different areas of this cave. Yeah, beautiful cave, Cenote Minotauro. All right, that was Cenote Minotauro. Excellent as ever. We made the entire circuit. It was a great dive, a little over an hour and a half, I believe. Had a nice little lunch. They've got some pavilions here where you can hang out and eat. But yeah, everybody did great. We all made it back. Another great day down here in sunny Mexico. Don't know where we're getting into tonight. Probably maybe I can go out to dinner. Have a nice sit down and relaxing evening because it's only a little before 2 o'clock. So yeah, let's go. So as you saw in the pictures just previously, this is Cenote Taj Mahal, and we are headed to the Chinese Garden. On this particular dive, there was a number of navigation decisions we had to make, so we elected to go ahead and let Phil lead us on this dive and set all the jumps for us. So order here was Phil, Tyler, Doug, and then I was bringing up the rear. Doug's Choptima was getting hung on a few lines in the previous day, so we decided to make sure somebody was there to move those lines for that low-hanging O2 tank. But I don't think he got hung up a single time this dive, so problem solved. It was a cool little swim to get there. Some nice tunnels and nice passages. And here's our payoff. So this is what they call the Chinese Garden. It's a pretty good sized room as far as submerged caves go. We could see side to side and top to bottom, but I mean visibility is pretty much unlimited in the clear waters in Mexico. But the room's so big that our lights barely even lit it up. And I was running Big Blue 9000p Maxes in video light mode. This is me kind of swimming pretty close to the other side of the wall there, off the line a little bit. There's the rest of the crew. So Phil and Tyler decided to go poke their head up some little tiny hole. Me and Doug decided to just hang back and do a little photo shoot. So here's us trying to take some pictures of each other. It's a cool little spot. It was all nice white limestone. So the lights really showed up good. And this is us on our way back out of the cave. At this point, I had handed the camera over to Tyler so I could get some video of myself. So this is Tyler getting some video of me. I still never did fix that right tank. We're thinking my waist belt's not tight enough, and I was running out of adjustment because I'm usually in a dry suit. This is the first time actually in a wetsuit with the Sidewinder. If you're wondering why Doug's in the lead, we just kept me always behind him just in case his tank got hung up, which it never did, so it really wasn't an issue. But that's why we're a little bit out of order headed back out of the cave. And as I mentioned, we were trying to do some photo shoots that day, so Phil decided to get a group shot of the three of us together. This is, I think this is the very first picture the three of us ever got in a cave together, even though we went through intro together. So that night we decided to go to a Brazilian steakhouse for dinner. So I hope you enjoy some pictures of some wonderful food. But this is some dinner that we had in Playa del Carmen that evening. All right, it's my last day of diving with Tyler and Doug. They fly out tomorrow, and family, you guys get here tomorrow. Excited to see you guys. Been missing you. Can't wait to just relax on the beach and by the pool and have some spicy margaritas and go out to some dinners. Speaking of dinner, last night we went to Bovino's Brazilian restaurant. It's our favorite, like, one big meal while we're here. We have just been eating stuff at the house and little things here and there, but it's like an all-you-can-eat Brazilian place. They got seafood and steak and all the yummy goodies. But today we are at Cenote Chicken Ha. This was actually a place where I brought Nicholas a few years ago for one of his first cenote dives. So it's cool to be back here. We are actually going to do a traverse, I believe, today. So we're going to start on the cavern line and then jump off onto the cave line, head over to another cenote. I'm not sure exactly the name of it yet. And then turn and come back. Phil and Tyler, since they're on open circuit, they will be bringing stage bottles. So it's going to be a big dive. So looking forward to maybe a 2.5 hour run time today. Should be exciting. Let's go dive. All right, so this is Cenote Chicken Ha. This particular cenote has a really nice snorkeling area. We were having issues with one of the tanks. The valve fell off basically right as we were getting in the water. So I was all geared up, so I decided just to go for a little swim while they worked on that tank. So I just swam around the snorkeling area, saw some of the fish, saw some of the wildlife. But it's a pretty cool cenote if you just want to go splash around in the water and snorkel a little bit. This is us on our proper dive. I believe Tyler was leading this dive as well. So as you can see, he's got a stage bottle. So Phil and Tyler took a stage with them. Doug and I were within our bailout radius, so we did not need to take an additional stage. And as I mentioned before, we were doing this in sort of 2 teams of 2. So they were responsible for their gas. But between all of us, we had plenty. So the idea was to go from Chicken Ha to Cenote Ponderosa. Didn't end up making it all the way. There's a pretty long swim where we did turn the dive. So I think it added probably another 40 minutes to the dive total had we completed it. Yeah, we turned the dive just before Ponderosa. But that was a spot where they were going to drop their tanks, so just me being silly and doing some selfies. So on the way there, we did pass Cenote Rainbow. So this is a shot looking up at Cenote Rainbow. The GoPros don't really do it justice. It was a really pretty cenote to look up at. I just swimming across that really good sized room. Little cave fish kind of followed us around quite a bit on this cave, on this dive. It was a lot of fun seeing them. We typically see those guys and like some crayfish. It was pretty much the only wildlife we saw. Nice shot of Doug doing his thing. And this is us back at Cenote Chicken Ha. Just being a terrible buddy here. You can see Tyler running the reel. Doug's helping him clean up a little bit. And Phil's all the way at the primary tie-off, getting ready to unhook it for him. And I'm just taking video of our 2 hour and 2 minute dive. Hi, Doug. Yes, it's a great time. Oh, and that's a good buddy. Gonna come take the camera from me and return the favor. All right, we just got done doing a cave dive, and what was it called? We're at Chicken Ha, but Shaman Ha. So it was a potential traverse to Ponderosa, but didn't have enough air to make it all the way. But good dive. What was it, about 130 minutes? 130-minute dive. So yeah, quite tiring, but it was good. So yeah, guess we'll probably head back to the place and maybe grab some lunch and start packing. This was our last dive of the trip. Good trip, guys. Woo. Thanks for making it out. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that was it. Diving to Mexico 2024. Good times as always. All right, so this is the next day. This is just me and Phil at Cenote Minotauro. Our goal on this dive was to take the winds line. It was to another cenote, so I think it was probably about an hour or so run time to get to the wind cenote. So as you can see on my computer, we're almost there. The Minotauro's got a lot of cool passages and different ways to go. We did it twice on this trip, and I think I've done it 2 or 3 times prior to this trip. But here we are, Cenote Winds. We just popped up for a few minutes, took a peek around, and headed back down. On the way out, I gave Phil one of my GoPros and one of my video lights. So he had a lot of fun getting some pretty cool shots of me. These are some of the best shots I got of the whole week of myself, because I was doing a lot of the filming in the group. This section is still pretty close to the Cenote Winds. This was a fun little spot. On the way in, I got a little stuck trying to get through this hole. Nothing crazy. I just had to back out, let all the air out of my wing, and then I could get through. But this is going back the other way, and did the same thing. So I kind of get myself wedged in there, realize, nope, not going anywhere. Nope, it's not your O2 tank, it's your wing. So back out, dump the gas, try again. The second attempt was successful. And just some more of the pretty cave, which I will just leave you with and let you enjoy. After this, I head to the airport to go pick up my family, so this is my last cave dive of this trip. Uh, Beautiful cave, great way to end it.